Hello, everyone. Tom Efsakov here. Welcome back to another interview. This time, again, with me is Mr. Walt Bayliss, probably the most energetic person I've interviewed so far, which is good.
It's a good thing. It's a nice reputation to have.
Yes, definitely. So, Walt, welcome. How are you feeling, man? How are you?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic, especially after your news that your first daughter has been born. I'm bouncing off the walls for you, man. That's congratulations, Tom. That's really awesome news, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, already mailed my list about it. Told them
Fantastic, great. That's what we do, right? Like people who don't know what we do, they're like, "You what? How aren't you supposed to be smoking cigars?" But for no, it's like for us, I want to mail my list. I want to tell them what's going on and let them know the secrets of my life.
Yeah. So what do you have for us today, Walt?
Hey man, today is something really special for me because just like you, your eldest daughter is alive now, you know, so she's going to be with you all the way through your life. The program that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is my eldest child in terms of online marketing.
Oh, really?
When I first started out, so I did a lot of things. I had an agency. We were helping businesses rank. When Google changed their algorithm, everything kind of fell off a cliff. And I was left picking up the pieces. And one of the things that I was looking at, what was still working? And what was still working was aged domain names, domains that still had traffic, domains that still had authority, domains that still had rank. And so what I did was I thought, well, this is something that still works. And so the very first thing that I created in this internet marketing world was an Excel spreadsheet macro system that went and did lots of analysis and found good domain names to buy that still had traffic and rank and all of that kind of stuff. And that program, 13 years later, we still keep that program up to date. It's gone through multiple iterations. It's gone from being a macro spreadsheet, obviously, and then it turned into a desktop software. We took it into a cloud-based software about 8 years ago. And today we have some incredible updates again to that program. And we just keep seeing amazing ways that we can use this system and help people make money. We've got so many stories, Tom, and I'll show you some in a little while. We have stories of people that have never, ever made a single dollar on the internet before, have grabbed this program and have turned a $5 domain name into a $500 sale. We've got someone that turned a $10 domain into so many stories of $10 into $500, $10 into $1,000. Our best record so far is somebody that took a $10 domain name and sold it for $24,000.
Wow.
So of course we did an interview with that person and we were like, okay, tell us the story. So that interview is part of the training now that we have within the program. So I'm so pleased your eldest is on the planet. She's going to have an amazing life. And our eldest software program is something that we're really excited to bring another release, another update as we add so much more to the system.
Awesome, man. So in a nutshell, what does it do? What kind of
does it do? Great.
Yes. What kind of benefit would the end user experience? You know, people watching.
Yeah, great. So there's a couple of different ones there. So what's the benefit? What it does very simply, and I'd love to show the audience here exactly how it works, because you know when you spend 13 years growing something and you've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars, you want to show it off every now and again. So I'd love to show you. But what it does in a nutshell, we can log into this program and we can start looking for domain names. Now, why would we want to do that? A few different reasons. Number one, as I just mentioned before, with our training and with the step-by-step system that we provide, we actually show you how you can buy a domain that has good value and you can turn around and sell that domain over and over and over again. We've bought domains and sold them within a week for a $500 profit. Now, we run a software company. That's what we do. So buying and selling domain names isn't our daily, everyday activity, but we do it 3 or 4 times a month. Right? So we're always picking up a $200 profit, a $500 profit. I mean, who'd like to do that a few times a month, right?
Definitely.
So we're always doing that. So that's one reason that you may choose to use this software. Another reason, and one that we're seeing is in increasing circles, is that we can buy a domain that already has existing traffic. And so you can buy this domain that has traffic. It has 100, 200, sometimes thousands of hits every single month because of existing backlinks and existing history. And then you can redirect that traffic anywhere you want to go, including affiliate offers from ClickBank, including any other site. So imagine if you've got a site, Tom, that's already getting 1,000 hits per month. 1,000 people are landing on that site, even though the site has been expired, and you can pick it up and you can grab the traffic, and now you're getting 1,000 hits to your ClickBank offer or 1,000 hits to your affiliate offer, and you literally are paying for 0 of that traffic. So that's another reason. Another reason is people that buy these domains often buy them in what we call a bunch. So they'll actually they'll buy 3 or 4 domains that are all related, that all have high rank, high SEO, backlinks, and then they'll point all of them to one site, and they'll boost that site's ranking in Google massively. So they use these sites for SEO. So there's so many different reasons. And this program is super easy to use. It's super intuitive, and people just having massive success with it.
That's awesome, man. And we're going to go to the demo in a few minutes, but I want to talk about the product. So basically what a person is able to do is go ahead, find a domain that already sometimes has traffic, right? A good reputation domain, and do whatever they want with it, right? Because those domains probably, you're saying, expired, which means no one is using them. They're still getting all the benefits of that domain. So there are many SEO benefits. There are many financial benefits. You can direct to affiliate links, etc. So the question that pops into my head, and I imagine many other people, is, can you run out of these domains?
What a great question. What a great question. Wow. Do you know what? I'm so glad you asked that, because there's 150,000 domains that expire every single day. Wow. Every single day, 150,000 new ones expire. So imagine if you and I and 1,000 people that are listening right now, we all went and we all bought a domain today. That still means that there's 149,000 domains left over just from today. But guess what? Tomorrow, when the sun comes up, there's another 150,000 brand new expired domains. And there's actually more than 4 million domains that get registered every day. So you can imagine that that wedge is actually just getting larger and larger. As more and more domains are being picked up, more and more domains are being let go. So we've actually seen an increase in the amount of domains that are available, and that's happening on a literally daily basis. Everybody that's listening to this show right now, we could go nuts, we could go crazy, and we could all go and buy 20, 30, 50 domains right now, and we wouldn't even have a drop in the bucket of what is available. And the amazing thing, Tom, is that some of these domains have, like I mentioned before, thousands and thousands of hits. Some of them have incredible SEO ranking, and if they are not picked up, if you know, in our searching, in what we're looking for, if those domains go past the completely expired step, which is where we pick them up, then they literally just disappear, and all of that goodness is gone. So you can imagine that there's so much there that's actually being let go. There's more than enough room for everybody to come in and really benefit from this.
And an even better answer than a good question, really. I enjoy
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
Really. So I'm happy to know that, to hear that. I didn't know that. Is it going to be mentioned on the pages? Because it's a good piece of information, I think.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. And actually on the page, we can show right now the data. I think there's 46 million domains available on GoDaddy. There's something like 12 million names available on Sea-Doo. There's another 8 million names available on Namejet. And these are figures that we took today. So tomorrow, those figures will be different. Like there's so much space here. Now, what's important to know, Tom, is that a lot of people get into the domaining space, and we buy a domain and we might buy it wrong. And we buy a domain and we end up with a domain name. We think it's going to be great. And then we can't sell it. We can't do anything with it. And we let it expire in another year's time. And that's expensive. So one of the things that we wanted to focus on specifically with this product is the training of exactly how to buy. Because when we look at 46 million domains on GoDaddy, and we say, which one should I buy? I mean, that's a heck of a dartboard. You don't just want to throw a dart and hope that you hit something that's wise. You know? We need to know exactly what to look for. So in the training that we've put together, we call it the 6-Figure Domain Academy. We actually have been selling that academy separately for $297 on its own. The training and the exactly what to do. But for this special upgrade, we're including the 6-Figure Domain Academy in the program. So people can not only buy the software, but they get the training, and they get the training from not only me. We've got recorded webinars and step-by-step processes, but also people that have been professional domainers for the last 10 and 15 years. Some of these guys have sold thousands of domains. Some of these guys have, one of the guys in our training academy sold one single domain for $750,000.
Wow.
Right? One of our guys has got a multi-million-dollar domain portfolio. So all of these guys are in our six-figure domain academy. You can see why we sell it for $297, but for this update, for this launch, it's included, man. And that's part of the gold of this whole system.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask, what is kind of the investment we're looking for that initial try for the beginners, you know?
Yeah, great. So normally, PR Rage that's the name of the product. Sorry, by the way, PR Rage. PR Rage has been on the market, as we said, for 13 years. We have, I think, just over 2,500 people that pay us every month. So 2,500 people pay us $19.95 per month. All right, which is over $200 per year for this software. But for this launch, you can get it for a one-time price of $67.
That's not what I asked. What I meant is the investment for the domain.
Oh, for the domain, right? Yeah. So most domains most of the domains that we teach you how to buy, you can buy for $5 or $10, right? So
okay, awesome. So that's what I was asking, kind of like what do you expect? Because I'm really interested in this myself. I really want to use it, and this interview just makes me want to use it more. So and
when I show you what you can do, man, you're going to be blown away. You're going to love it.
I'm looking forward. So before we get to the demonstration and seeing how it works, what makes it local?
Yeah, great question. Great question. So one of the things that I've been focused on in the last 18 months, as we've all been kind of recovering from Corona, is I've been teaching. I've got a group of what we call our inner circle members. There's 396 members. I'm looking up at my board to see how many we've got on our board. 396 members. What we've been teaching them is how to work with businesses and help them recover from coronavirus, right? So working with local clients, local businesses, we're talking schools, we're talking dentists, we're talking building companies, the typical local industry. And one of the things, of course, when we're talking to local businesses is making sure that they are ranked in Google. And it's not only SEO anymore, Tom, as you would know. SEO used to be the only way that you appear on Google search. These days, for a local business, it's all about the Google My Business placing, what they call the GMB listing, Google My Business listing.
Yep, I know.
So, you know, if you go into, and anybody that's listening right now can go across to Google and they can just type in best painter. And whenever Google finds your location, it'll show you the top 10 or top 20 painters that are on the Google My Business listing right there on your front page. Now, what makes this program local is that we've actually found a way to find if the domains that have expired have an existing Google My Business listing. And this is huge because I've been a business owner myself. I've had a brick and mortar store. To actually get certified by Google to have a Google My Business listing is an incredibly difficult process. They send you a physical postcard with a code, like they actually verify your address. That's why they send it to you. You've got to get the postcard. You've got to scan the code. Like actually having a verified Google My Business listing is quite difficult.
Yeah.
But here's the key. Imagine if that business that has a verified Google My Business listing, the domain has now expired, right? And we're able to pick it up. Now, here's what we do. We're able to simply reenact the email address and do a password reset, because now we own the domain. So we've got the email address. So we reenact the email address, do a password reset. Google sends us the password reset and boom, we've got a verified Google My Business listing. So now not just one painter on Google, I can have another one and another one and another one and another one. I can literally have multiple Google My Business listings under my own account, which is just impossible to do unless you're buying somebody else's domain. So what we've done is we've built the integration into Google My Business into this tool. So as we're searching, if there is an existing Google My Business listing for that domain, you'll know about it straight away in the software.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. So you're really spreading your, how to say that, basically you're being available now to local businesses in a very effective way, not just digital
How cool is that?
marketers. Yes, I love it. So I see here two main benefits for this product for my audience. Is first is the actual domains, because domains are really good real estate. They are digital real estate and they expire. You wouldn't find in the real world real estate that available. And
No, that's right.
not at all. And plus, the local thing, being able to do it for clients. So I imagine you have an agency or something like that, a commercial license. Perfect, perfect. So that's a very solid offer. I love it. So
actually, sorry, I just got your point. We're including it for people. So I'll just say that really quietly, right? If they pick it up at the launch, they get that agency license included.
Nice.
I wanted to say that as a secret.
Yes, that's a secret right there. So let's see it in action. I really want to.
Wow. Okay, cool. Let's jump in. So let me share my screen with you here and we can dive right in. Tell me when you can see my screen, bud.
I can see.
Okay, cool. So hopefully everybody can see as well. Just before I dive in, this is the software. I've got it ready to go, but I just want to show you a few of the stories because these are existing PRH people. So like Rob, for example, Rob talks about finding a good success story. So while he was on the webinar, one of our training webinars that we've got in the system, he heard us give a few examples. So he went out, he followed our steps. He bought a $5 domain. He turned that into a $500 sale. Right? Benedict, watching the training in the Six-Figure Academy. That's why I said it's so important. Benedict watching the training in the Six-Figure Academy, he picked up a domain. He actually offered it to a business for $500. They replied and said, if we can have it now, we'll give you $800. Right? They just wanted it so bad. They were like, we want it. Don't go anywhere else. We'll give you $800. Right? Sure. So Jethro, now we normally teach buying domains at around the $5 or $10 level. Jethro saw an amazing domain and he did take a bit of a chance. He bought it for $100 and he sold it for $9,000.
Wow. And
so these are just some of the stories, and there are literally just tons and tons and tons of them. So let me show you the software. So as we said, what we're looking for is a domain of value. And if we've got millions of domains that are out there, which we do, how do we know what is of value? What is going to really stand out to us? Now, before I even search for anything, we're going to talk about how we search in just a minute, Tom. But as we look through, like I'm going to scroll really quickly, and I've been doing this for a long time. So there are things that jump out at me straight away. This domain, whatever this domain is, who cares what it is? This domain gets more than 3,000 hits per month. Wow. Now, if you're paying PPC, like your pay-per-click marketing, how much do you have to pay to get 3,000 visitors a month? Normally, people base their averages on $1 to $2 per click. So there's $3,000 to $6,000 worth of free traffic sitting right there that we can buy this domain right now. So as we scroll through, this domain gets somewhere between 500 and 1,000. This domain gets over 3,000 hits a month. This domain gets somewhere between 100 to 2,500. So we can see actually that there's a lot of domains here that have got NA, no traffic whatsoever. So how do you pick the ones that are valuable? Well, that's clue number one, right? But let's do some searching and let's really dive in here. So what I always teach people is, tell me something that that you think is hot right now. So Tom, I'm going to ask you, like, what is a hot topic? And I'll give you a few things. Could it be affiliate marketing? Might it be cryptocurrency? It might be day trading or Forex. What's hot? What do you feel hot right now? Crypto. That is, you know what? That's the answer I get 99% of the time. So what if I looked for the word crypto? Okay. And if I spelled it right, it'd be even better. So if I looked for the word crypto, now the first thing is it actually shows from each one of the major search engines in the world, the actual highest searched terms based on that word. Now, if I just search with no filters, nothing fancy, if I just search for the word crypto, we're going to see some results here. So let me first of all check how many pages we've got. 11 pages at 100 domains per page. But let's scroll through and see if we can spot some things. So this site, CryptiveOliveTradeFX.com, is getting somewhere between 10 and 100 hits per month, and I can buy it right now for $12. All right, let me scroll and I'll do this quick. All right, 10 to 100 hits a month, I can buy that one for $12. All right, let me scroll. This one is getting 100 to 200 hits a month and is available for $12. All right, now I can see domains that have got traffic. This is just the first page of the results, right? So I can see domains that have got traffic straight away in the crypto niche. All right. Isn't that amazing? Now, the other thing as I scroll quickly is this column over on the right-hand side here, just before all the colorful buttons, I'll scroll right up to the top, is the age of the domain. Okay. So I can see that most of these domains, because crypto is reasonably new, I can see that most of these domains are about a year old, less than a year. But every now and again, I'm seeing one that looks like this. This is a 3-year-old domain, right? This is 2 years old. I just saw one a few moments ago there, 4 years old. All right. Now that is a 4-year-old domain. All right, that I can buy for $15. It doesn't seem to be getting any traffic at the moment, but let's check this out. When I click on this details button over here, this is where some of the real magic starts to come in with PR Rage. Now I can see, for example, if that domain has ever been sold before. This is the Google My Business listing. If it had a Google My Business, it'll pop up right here. I can actually see an appraisal by the web's biggest domain appraising system, which is Estibot. Normally that costs $100 a month just to be a member of that. We'll give you an appraisal, but I'm starting to see backlinks. Okay, so now this particular domain has been around for a long time, has no backlinks. So what I'm seeing here is it hasn't had a lot of activity, but the older a domain is, the higher the trust score within Google. So you can actually have a domain that has what we call trust with Google. Sometimes people register a domain for a year, okay? And Google kind of says, yeah, so does everybody. You know, millions of domains are registered every day. But if this domain's been around for years, we start developing more trust. Okay, so we've got domains even in the crypto space that are 3 and 4 years old. Let me check another one here and let me see. We might grab these ones with traffic and see if we can start to see some backlinks. This domain is 4 years old, Tom. All right, and this has got already 61 sites as backlinks pointing back in. It's got 7 unique domains pointing to it. It's got a trust score of 6, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, so we can have a look at some of these amazing domains. Now that's just crypto. Let me give you an example that blows people away. So, and I'll start to do a few of the other searches here. Let's look for lawyer. And in fact, the highest PPC bid phrase at the moment is personal injury. All right. Legal firms are paying upwards of $70 per click for a single click on a Google ad for the search term personal injury. So if I type in personal injury, I just want to show you some cool stuff here. So there's some filters here that we can get into. One of the things that we teach in the Domain Academy is try and stick with a .com, right? There's .biz, there's .org, there's .net, there's .photo, .travel, .eat, .dance. But the .com is the one that has the highest perceived value to a business owner. So we've got .com. I could choose to search, just show me those older ones. Don't show me anything young here. I just want these old domains. And I only want those ones with traffic. Right? Filter out all of those other ones that don't have traffic in there. Take out any that have hyphens or numbers or letters or whatever. So I can literally set this up to only show me the kinds of domains that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to look for personal injury. I'm going to leave a few of these ticked, and let's just go and have a look now at what we can find in the highest PPC component in the world. All right. Now, again, I'll do my quick scroll. There's not a lot with traffic today. Don't forget, there's another 150,000 tomorrow. But here is Hawaii, personalinjurylaw.com. Gets traffic, is getting real traffic, available for $12. All right.
He's 8 years old, though.
Is 8 years old. All right. Doesn't look like it's got a lot of backlinks. They haven't done a lot of SEO. I can do a whole bunch of other things over here as well. But how amazing is HawaiiPersonalInjuryLaw.com in the highest PPC niche in the world? Now, let me show you the next bit, because I think this is really, really cool. I go across to ClickBank as an example, or JVZoo, or wherever it is I do my affiliate promotions, and I can find literally anything. And then we start to find domains on that particular topic. So let me come in here. I do most of my affiliate promotions through JVZoo and through Pay Kickstart. So my ClickBank account is reasonably slim, but I'm going to come across to the marketplace, and I want to show you some of the cool stuff that we can do here. So if I'm looking in the, this is one I did the other day. I was looking for a keyword tool that I could promote. All right. So here's some keyword tools, like amazing, $32 per sale, $453 per sale, right? Amazing. And this has got an actual recurring revenue to it. Now, that's the kind of promotion I look for as an affiliate. I look for something that's going to keep paying me. All right. Now, This is a keyword tool, and I'm doing a case study on this at the moment, which I'm going to publish in the Six Figure Academy. But if I come across to PR Rage and I look for the keyword, right? I'm actually looking for a keyword of keyword.
Yeah.
And I want to show you what we find here, because this is absolutely awesome. So let me find this. Let's do a search. And let's start to see what I'm seeing here. There's a domain that's getting traffic, 10 to 100 hits per month, 10 to 100 hits per month, 10 to 100 hits per month. Now, if I bundle 2 or 3 of these together, okay, and I point all of that existing traffic to my keyword tool, I know that the only reason these are getting traffic is because they've got existing backlinks out there. They've got links on other people's sites, and those sites still exist. Even if the domain expires, people still click on those links, and that traffic is still coming to the domain. So what if I could pick up that particular domain and I could just redirect that traffic to my ClickBank link that pays me $450 per sale? I know that the person is interested in keyword software because that's what they've clicked on with a backlink. Yeah. And they come, they see a keyword software in a well-written niche, and I'm making affiliate sales. Now check this out.
That's passive income.
Passive income. You nailed it, man. Now this domain, all right, I can buy for $15 right now in the space that I'm looking for. I can also see that SDBot already values this domain at 100, right? So I'm up straight up before I even think about redirecting traffic and building it all out and all that kind of stuff. One of the things, the valuations on these domains is crazy, especially in the space where we've got high PPC. So what I didn't show you in that lawyer space, let me find one here with traffic. So let me find 10 to 100 lawyers on fire. Let me find one lawyer analytics. Interesting. I'm trying to find one that I'm going to see some interesting stuff here. New Jersey home trial lawyers. Let me see if I can find something here. Dig lawyer. That might be interesting. 14 years old. That's a 14-year-old domain. Let's go and have a look at this domain. All right. No valuation on SDBot. Let me just find one. I found one the other day that had a $6,500 valuation. So I probably won't find that quickly while I'm scanning here. But some of these domains are worth hundreds of dollars. Some of these domains are worth thousands of dollars. And in fact, you can click, you can see the valuation, you can find out what they're going to be worth to the marketplace, and you can pick these domains up for pennies, all right, for absolutely pennies, and find incredible domains. Now, what you do with them, turn them into SEO magnets, turn them into traffic, sell them. And what we teach is how to sell these domains profitably. So I'll give you a real example from my own experience. I looked for the word realtor, okay? Now, if I look for the word realtor, I'm gonna make sure I'm only looking for a .com, okay? And really, I don't wanna pay more than $50, so I'm gonna turn that filter on as well. And let's just go and find any domains that have the word realtor in it. Now, again, this is from my own personal experience. What we're looking for is a particular combination. And I just found it in my very first 3 or 4 domains here. BrentwoodRealtors.com. Okay. Now, if I go to Google Maps, all right, and I'm looking for a suburb called Brentwood. Okay. So I'm looking for Brentwood. Let's see if there's a place in the world called Brentwood. And I've found it. Brentwood. That's Brentwood Terrace. Let's see if we can find Brentwood, Los Angeles. There we go. How about Brentwood, Los Angeles? Now, here is the suburb called Brentwood, Los Angeles. I've got a domain that's called BrentwoodRealtors.com.
That's a strong name, very strong.
All right. And I can buy it for $12 right now. Now, what we teach, Tom, is not only that you can go and sell this domain quickly, but you can also rent this out. Just like a realtor does with their own property, I can go and rent this out. So I can redirect the traffic from BrentwoodRealtors.com to any Brentwood real estate company for $10 a month or $50 a month if I'm getting a lot of traffic coming through, okay? I can actually turn a domain purchase of $12 into a $50, $100, $1,500 per month rental because I've got all of the traffic, and somebody types in Brentwood Realtors and hits enter. If you're the first one on Google, BrentwoodRealtors.com, all of that traffic's going to that real estate agent. How much are they willing to pay you for it? Different industries pay different money, but how cool is that? right?
I'm
So
very impressed.
I teach people to do things like this. I look for best, the word best, and I can look for best, stay with realtor. Okay, let's find if there's any best realtors. And again, if I find best realtor Phoenix, well, there's one, bestrealtorsandmovers.com. Okay. But if I'm looking for specifically best realtor Phoenix, best realtor Chicago, best realtor Dallas, best realtor Orlando, right? Or top realtor or anything like that. Now imagine a real estate agent is H&H Partners and associates.com. That's their long website that they've had for the last 20 years. And you turn up and say, hey, how would you like to have top Orlando realestate.com, and just put that on your business card, and we'll redirect all the traffic to H&H Partners and Associates, right? So we teach people how to find these domains, how to sell them, how to approach businesses, what to look for, how to avoid the traps. But this program is an absolute goldmine.
I love it.
What do you think?
Okay, I think a lot, but first of all, I love how, okay, let's start. So basically, the first thing that I love the most is the fact that it goes really deep, which shows me that you know your domaining, right? And you know your SEO, you know a lot of things, and definitely the team behind it. It goes really deep, gives you great information, great resources. I love it. Personally, I love it. I wanted to ask you, do I have access to it? Because I really want to use it.
I'll make sure of that, mate. I'll make sure of that. So yeah,
Yes,
definitely. You're
please.
saying we go deep. Like I've touched only 10% of it. As we click on some of these things over here, we have the ability to go back in time. So if you're looking at a domain, some of the things you want to know is, so let's find a domain that's old and it's got some traffic here, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is a 3-year-old domain. Let's look at the details here and let's go back in time. So what I can do is click on this Wayback Machine, and actually I go back in time, and I can, let's open that in a new tab. I'm actually going back in time on that specific domain, and I'm actually looking. Let me see if I've got any highlighted spots here. I'm looking, and it will show me, there's one. It will show me what was actually on this domain at that date in time. So I want to buy a domain and I want to check out, did it have, adult content or, whatever. But this is actually what was on this domain 12 months ago or whenever it is that we're looking. This is pretty blank. There's nothing here. But sometimes what's amazing, Tom, is if I'm buying a domain for SEO, sometimes I see the full scope of that domain, and I can see all of the backlinks and all of the everything else that they've got on it. And I can literally recreate that content. So I can recreate what I see from months ago, years ago, and I can repopulate that domain with the same content that was expected from the backlinks and keep that SEO scores moving forward. So you talk about going deep. The other things that we do here, so we talk about being able to check trademarks. All right. So the very worst thing you could do is buy a domain, spend your $10, your $20, and find out that that is a trademark. This domain, the trademark is available. So there's no trademark on that particular domain. We talk about looking into SEMrush. So we're looking into the traffic, the keywords, the backlinks of every single domain. We look at a straight Google search. There's literally so much in depth that we go for every single domain in the system.
And that's all just on the front end.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. I
absolutely.
Speechless.
So this is 13 years worth of research. And again, you know me, man, I build tools that I use. And this is because I make money selling domains. I make money selling domains every single month. We don't do more than maybe 2 or 3 transactions, or, but how would you like to make $500 3 times a month just for fun?
Definitely.
This is what we do.
You can do it full time as well if you want to. I mean,
many people do.
Yeah, you are busy with, an entire huge company and, business, and you have things to do. So definitely no one's expecting you to sit there and do domain all day. But those who want to do it all day will definitely experience very good success, in my opinion. All they need to do is take action.
Absolutely. And a couple of the people that we've got in that 6-figure domain academy are full-time domainers. And of course, they're customers of ours as well. So like Gene Pimentel, making more than $1 million a year doing domains.
Really?
Dan Nickerson.
I know. I think I know him. Yeah.
Yeah. Gene's an amazing guy, and he's a full-time domainer. And, that's an amazing lifestyle to be able to have. He's buying and selling domains. He's selling somewhere between 30 and 100 domains a month.
Nice. Very nice. I love it. So we're going to get to the upgrades later. I want to know, okay, we covered the front end. Is there anything else on the front end before we move to the prices?
There's a couple of things. There's some nice things here, but they're just nice to have. Like, for example, you can set up once you've got your search. So we say, you know what, I'm looking for I'm looking for anything that has the word dentist in it, and I want a .com, and I want it, 5 years old and above, and I want it to be, buy now with no hyphens and under $50, right? And only 10 characters in length, right? So we might say, that's my ideal. That's my dream. That's the domain I want to find. And guess what? Today in our search, there's no results. But what you can do is turn on this save search. And so what happens is we save this search to a watch list, and PR Rage will run this search every single day for you. And as soon as a domain comes up, that is that keyword, buy now, that age, that set of selection criteria that you put in place, it'll email you. And it'll say new result with your dream. So you can set up 20, 30, 40, 50 alerts looking for those key real value domains, and it will email for you and find them and email you and let you know, hey, it just became available. Come and grab it before somebody else does. So there's some really nice things there. Like, just, it does the work for you in the back, which is really great.
I love
Let me show you. You're asking anything else on the front end. Let me just show you the Six-Figure Domain Academy, because this is insane. We literally walk through. There's exactly what to look for, how to buy domains, how to avoid the traps, how to sell the domains, like what to look for when we're selling them. Then we're getting into the interviews of the domain mastery. Willie Crawford making over $100,000 a month from rented domains. We talked to him about how he does it. Jeff Staniforth, he's built over $1 million in domain in his portfolio right now. He focuses on a specific set of domains, so we're interviewing him as well. So this whole Six-Figure Domain Academy that we normally charge $297 for is included in this product launch, which is insane. It's
insane. I absolutely love it. How much are we expected to pay for?
Great. So I let the cat out of the bag too early before. As we said, we sell this. We've got thousands of people who already own this program at $19.95 per month. It's a monthly subscription. But if you're grabbing it right now with Tom's link that he's going to make available for you, you can pick it up for $67 one time. And we've got a whole bunch of bonuses. The first bonus is we actually remove all the limits. So we actually have a multi-tier, like you pay $19.95, but if you want unlimited searches, you can pay $97 a month. So you're actually getting the unlimited version with this launch.
Nice.
$67 one time. You get the Domain Academy, you get the unlimited version, you get to use PR Rage, you get to learn how to buy and sell domains for profit, all included in this front end. And of course, the software, all of the updates that we ever release, you will get them. Everything that we've had it going for 13 years, right? We're updating it every single month, every year, we're adding new features. So you get all of the updates, you get all the latest versions, and you get everything included in that one-time pricing.
Awesome, man. From vendor to vendor, I can tell you have such a solid offer, such a good pricing.
Thank you.
A great product. I really want people to see the value. I really hope they're going to see the value, because there is a lot of value here. Okay, a lot of value. And Walt really brought a product that I haven't been excited about a product, and honestly speaking, right, but a product for a while like this. Okay, so I'm really excited to having you guys using it and having myself using it. That's
absolutely.
So that's 67. What about any optional upgrades?
Yeah, great. So let's talk about the first one. So when we're talking about domains, it always comes up the comparison with real estate, because this is the internet's real estate. And you know as well as I do, Tom, that if you're standing on a street in any city in the world, and on the left is a vacant piece of land with a for sale sign, and on the right is a piece of land with a beautiful house and a 3-bedroom mansion, and it's an amazing looking home, and it also has a for sale sign. If you look at those two pieces of real estate, the one that is undeveloped and the one that is beautifully developed, which one is going to have a higher price tag?
The developed one, obviously.
Makes sense, right? Because there's more. You get more. You don't just get the land, but you get the home, and you get everything that goes with it as well. The developed real estate is always worth more, right? And so our first upsell focuses on developing the real estate. So when we buy this domain, now let's say, for example, that I've got this realtor search in front of me here again, and I've got this mypalmbeachrealtors.net. domain that I feel like I want to buy, or let's pick up another one here, Portland Pro Real Estate or westmarkrealtors.us. One of these domains, I'm buying it as a vacant piece of land, right? I'm buying just the domain. Now, there may be existing traffic from existing backlinks, as we've already talked about, but when I get this domain from GoDaddy or from Sea-Doo or Namejet or wherever it's coming from, there's nothing on it. I'm literally starting with a vacant piece of land.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing, our first upsell is our content system, which plugs directly into, you've installed WordPress on the domain, so that's free, and it plugs directly into that WordPress system. And now we can have SEO optimized content developed on that domain, making the value worth more when we're selling it. So our content system, this was our newest tool. We released this only a couple of months ago. I can literally create content on demand. So I'll show you real quick. Let me do this one.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll show you real quick. So let's say, for example, that we wanted to have, we've just bought that domain all about real estate in Phoenix or whatever it may be, okay? So I can come in here and I can start to create SEO optimized content for real estate in Phoenix. So let's go and create an article. Let's create an article all about real estate in Phoenix, real estate in Phoenix, and watch how quick we can do this. Now, I think I've already got an alert set up for this, but if I don't, I will go and grab one. There's one. I've got a home remodeling. Okay, so I've got home remodeling. So I'm going to go to this home remodeling content source, and I'm going to start to choose some home remodeling articles that I want to put on my real estate in Phoenix website. So this is a good looking post. That's a good looking post. This is a good looking post. So we're literally just choosing a few different posts here. Now we come across to our selection and we can start to cherry pick only the right things from these articles. So I look and say, wow, that's a beautiful image. I like that. Click, and I'm going to add that to my finished article. Let's go across. I really like this little snippet here of text. I'm going to add that to my article, right? I come across, I go next. I can drop in a YouTube video. So I'm going to say Realtor Phoenix. There we go. Let's search in keyword in YouTube. Okay, do I need a realtor in Phoenix? Let's add that in. Now, one of the things you should know about SEO is embedded YouTube videos reflect really well to the search engines, because we know that YouTube and Google are the same people. So they know all of the meta tags and all of the information about that video, and it's on your page. So if you've got the right videos on your page, you're going to rank real well. So now we've got some images, we've got some text, we've got a YouTube video, we've got this article right here, and I can start to rank this with some smart SEO tools. So I come across here, the first tool I've got is what's called an entity discovery tool. So my entity discovery tool works like this. Let's go real estate, just as our starting point. Entities work like this, Tom, you'll know this, but if I said to you the word diamond, what's the first thing that pops into your mind?
Either expensive or shiny.
Right, expensive, shiny, carats, gold, settings, you know, black diamonds, pinks diamonds, all of those kind of things. My bank account is empty, all of that kind of stuff, right? So that's the word diamond, and the first thing we're thinking of is jewelry. But what if I combined the word diamond, and I also said to you, jacks, clubs, hearts, spades? What's in your mind now?
Cards.
Cards, poker, full house, royal flush, right? One more. What if I took the word diamond and I said to you, bottom of the ninth, shortstop, up to bat, foul ball, pitcher? What's popping into your mind now?
I don't know, maybe gaming. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a sport. It's baseball,
Sports,
right?
yeah.
The baseball diamond.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying there is that a key word to a search engine can mean lots of different things. If I just say the keyword in my text, diamond, a search engine goes, which diamond is it? Is it jewelry? Is it cards? Is it baseball? Unless you have other words in your text that relate to that same one, a search engine doesn't know. So over here, in the first step in our SEO is to find those related keywords so that you can put them into your content and rank better. Okay. And the second thing is we give a live SEO checklist. So I won't spend a lot of time on our content tool because this is all about the domain system. But what we end up with, and I'll come across here, let me show you some articles that I published from this tool. So I've got SEO content marketing as an article that went up onto my website. So I actually created an article live when I was doing a demo of this tool for SEO content marketing, published on my site, beautiful images, beautiful YouTube videos, completely 100% SEO optimized. So what does this tool do? And this is the first upsell with our domain tool. I can grab an amazing domain for $12 and it's vacant land. And now I can get SEO optimized content onto that domain in seconds. So I can literally develop the real estate of that domain at an unlimited level with SEO optimized content. Now, when I go to sell the domain, if I've got a domain that's blank, vacant land, and I'm selling it to a doctor or a chiropractor versus a domain that's got 150 SEO optimized articles bringing in 1,000 hits a month, which one's worth more, right?
Definitely the second one, yeah. Yeah.
Easy question to answer. So this is our first upsell, and believe it or not, this is only $47 as a one-time cost. You can get the whole content system, unlimited content on unlimited domains for $47 as a one-time cost. Right?
Awesome.
So that is.
Before you move on, I'm sorry. Yeah. Before we move on, I just wanted to say, for those of you who want to know more about this specifically, I have another interview with Walter that's called the Content Artemis interview. We did it, I think, a month ago. So you can watch that for a way more detailed explanation and stuff if you want to.
So this tool, we've poured hundreds of thousands into it, and the feedback on it is off the clock. People absolutely love it. I was doing some competitive research yesterday, actually, Tom, for a business that we've got going. And there's a competitive tool out there that does kind of what we do, but not quite, for $429 a month.
I don't care. It's not, doesn't have Walt behind it.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I love the fact that we're stacking up so well against the competition. So that's really cool. So buy an amazing domain, right? Fill it full of amazing content. Now, if you want to make money, what's the next step, Tom? What do you want to do now? We want to try and sell that domain, right? We want to make some money from it. We want to sell it, or we want to rent it, which is a great model. So our second upsell is what we call our domain management system. And this domain management system has been built for one purpose only, to make it super easy to sell your domains and make them look great in the process. So let me come across here to a domain that's available for sale right now. So I'm going to grab orchidrealtors.com. And if I just go to orchidrealtors.com and I type that into my browser, let's see what's there. This is the stock standard GoDaddy for sale page. It looks terrible. It looks terrible. So this is what a domain for sale looks like at the moment. We've just listed it with GoDaddy, okay? Now, you and I both know if we're selling something and we want to get the most amount of value for it, we give it a shine, we give it a clean, we make sure it looks amazing, we make sure it looks and bounces so that when somebody comes to that domain, they're impressed, right? So that's what our domain management system does. So I can come across here to domains. I've just bought Orchid Realtors. I want to sell it quickly. I'm going to add this domain to my system. So I'm going to add this in, all right? orchidrealtors.com. This is, let's put a description here, an amazing domain for the realtors in Orchid, or the whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to, fluff that out a little bit. Okay. Now I've got a couple of templates here. My first template is for sale. My domain is for sale. Okay. Now, how much is my domain? I want to sell it for, let's say I want to sell it for $750. Not out of the question, by the way, $750. I want to put a link in here where people can actually pay me. Right. So if somebody wants to buy this, I want them to pay me the money, so I can put that link straight in here. Or maybe I want to have a way that they can contact me. So I want to put my address in here and some SEO information if I want to drop it there. And I've literally in 30 seconds with an explanation now got an amazing looking for sale sign on orchidrealtors.com ready to take a buyer. They can click and purchase that right now. They
Much
can contact
better than GoDaddy.
How about that, right? How about that? So here's the stock standard. Here's the polished version. Okay. Which one has a higher appeal? Now, people say to me when I do that demo, they're like, oh my God, you put that for sale. You don't even own it. What I've done there is you can see I've got DMS, PRH, like it's a long domain. Only if I own the domain can I actually say orchidrealtors.com and I can have it redirect to this nice looking for sale page. And we teach you how to do that, right? Once you own the domain, you can have that redirect. So as soon as somebody typed in Orchid Realtors, it would go to my for sale page. Now, let me show you one more cool thing with this. So we've got for sale and for rent. So I can rent that domain for 20 bucks a month, and that template's there as well. But let me show you one more cool thing with this, because this was done for my own personal selfish reasons. Let's say that we're looking for a domain in the e-commerce space, all right? A product for sale. Now, I'm a tech geek. I love my gear. I love my my phones. I love my headphones. I love all my tech toys. All right. So I've bought a few domains in the past that have been all about. One that I had for a while was all about wireless headphones. Okay, so let's just see if there's any domains right now that are available for wireless headphones. Let's go and see. There we go, shopwirelessheadphones.com. Now, if I owned that domain and I was trying to sell it, and I had traffic coming to that, which actually there is traffic coming to that domain already, right? But if I owned this domain and there was existing traffic coming to it, while I was waiting to sell it, wouldn't it be nice if I was also making some commissions? So I come across here and I add this wireless headphones domain into my system, just like this, right? And instead of choosing for sale or for rent, so I can say, buy this domain for $450, all right? And I can put a link, click here, so they can pay me. But while I'm waiting to sell it, what if people were just stumbling on this and they were just, finding a wireless headphones website? What if I put an Amazon web store on this page? All right, and I've got my Amazon tracking ID, and I just typed in here, wireless headphones, okay? And make sure I spelled it right, just like that. And clicked on publish. Check this out. On my domain right now is a beautiful looking site with wireless headphones and my own Amazon affiliate ID.
Love it.
All right. So if people are stumbling on this site while you're waiting to sell it, you can be making Amazon commissions all day. All right. And Amazon, of course, have got one of the best affiliate programs out there on the marketplace. There's their top sellers. All right. And somebody goes to Amazon from here, and no matter what they buy, you're getting paid a commission from the biggest affiliate program on the planet. And it took me 10 seconds to do.
I love it. How much
How do you like that? So this is our second upgrade. So we've got an amazing domain, $67 one time. I can't believe we're doing that, but including the six-figure domain academy. Then we're adding content to really develop that domain into something powerful, $47 one time. And our domain management system, the for sale, for rent, Amazon templates in a second system, also one-time cost for just $47.
Wow, nice. I was sure it's going to be 67.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now we've got all I'm looking for here, Tom, is I want to take people who want to get involved in this, who think this is an amazing idea. We're going to show them how to use these domains and get traffic, build their own affiliate campaigns. We teach them how to sell it. We teach them how to put great templates and sell these domains quickly. And there's one more upsell that I want to tell you about.
Yes.
There's one more upsell. If you're really interested in making money just for this launch, and then we shut it down straight afterwards, we're also going to make available a reseller license of PRH. You can actually resell PRH and keep 100% of your sales. Okay. We also give you a coupon that you can use PRH as a list building tool. So you can even give it away in exchange for an opt-in. So we give you 100 coupons that you can give away, and we give you 100% commission on any sales that you make of PRH. But this is an expensive thing for me to do. So we only keep that reseller program available for these few days during this launch. So you want to pick up PRH, come and grab it at $67 one time. You want to grab the content system, $47 one time. You want to grab the template system, $47 one time. You want the reseller program, 100 coupons that you can give away to list build, and 100% commissions on all sales of PRH from now on in is $197 once. As a one-time cost.
That's a good price. And my personal opinion, we're all launchers and stuff, but I do not like selling resellers as much, because really it's a big opportunity for people. I don't think it's a big profitable opportunity for us vendors. I
No,
think
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not something that I've done on any other products at any other time. Like I'm doing it here because I know that we've got a very interested audience that are trying to make their own way. And so I'm only doing it for now. So if you want to grab that, it's not cheap. It's not for everybody. It's not some $27 thing. It's $197, but you get literally a software program that's taken 13 years of development, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of research. You get to sell it. You get to keep the recurring income. You even get 100 coupons that you can give it away to help build your list and help build your own authority.
That's crazy value. So that's the funnel. I like the funnel. I like that it's how would I call it? Tight. It's a tight funnel. It's not this 5, 6, 7, 8, 19 upsell funnel. Yeah, it's a very solid, tight. The product is great. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to use it. Please, after the call, send me access if possible, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love the product. I love the upsells. I love the prices. I think I asked all the questions I can ask you about this.
So let me finish with this one, Ben. I have owned many software programs. We've built many software programs over the years. There is no other program that I've ever built or released that has as much feedback as this one. We have so many people that have never been able to do anything before and just make $500 for the first time ever. Just make $200. Just make $1,000. Like we have testimonials I get all the time on our support desk, on Facebook, on email, people having success with this program. It's the program, the number one program of all of ours that have got the most amount of positive, amazing success stories.
It's a great flagship product to have. Great for your branding, great for results. So I need to stop giving compliments. You know what I mean about this, but I really like this. I really like this.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
So I think we covered everything. If everyone here wants to learn more stuff like that, I have bonuses for you as well. Click on the link if you're watching on YouTube, on the link on the description. If you're watching on the bonus page, just scroll below. You'll find all of my custom bonuses. I am going to prepare probably the best bonus package I can possibly think of for this because I love this product so much. So make sure you guys buy it. Great pricing, great everything. Walt is a great person. I love your energy. I love how quick you are on your feet. You are like that. I love it. So I guess that's it. Any final words before we, call this off?
No, it's the last thing I'll say, man. And I've been talking about this 13 years thing for a long time. Is that a lot of times we've all done it where we've seen something great and it's been really cheap, and then in 6 months we've gone back into it and it doesn't even show up anymore. It gives a 404 error and it's not even in existence anymore. Mm-hmm. This program is 13 years old. We update it all the time. And we just keep pumping into it because we love it. So this is one of those purchases that you can know that when you buy this through Tom's link, grab those bonuses. By the way, if you're following Tom, you're in the right place. This man's a legend. If you're grabbing this program, you're grabbing these bonuses, you know that in a year's time or in 2 years' time, when you think, hey, I need a new domain for that new project, we'll be here, we'll be ready, and we'll be better than ever because everything that we ever add to the program, you're going to get as well when you pick it up during this special offer.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for coming, for your time. We've been here for an hour, so I appreciate your hour. I'll let you go back to, to the launch preparations, all that stuff. Good luck on the launch. And everyone watching this, please buy this. It's a good.
Nice.
Okay.
I love it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Awesome. Cheers.